Libra, welcome back to Neptune Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. I'm going to be doing your weekly reading for the first week of November. So right around November 1st through the 7th, somewhere in there. I have a couple of tarot decks. We're using the Muse Tarot by Chrisanne, and we are clarifying with the Fountain Tarot. So Libra, without further ado, let's get right into the message. If you want to stay all the way to the end, I will be reading some of the oracle guidance from the universe. Okay. At the bottom of the main deck, we had the Knight of Inspiration, right? So obviously that is like the Knight of Wands in the Muse or in the Muse deck. Fast moving energy, right? You taking some sort of needing to take some kind of quick action, right? Making quick decisions, taking quick action. At the bottom of the clarifying deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So anxiety, definite anxiety. There's definitely some kind of something this first week of November that is causing you, Libra, to have to make a decision that leaves you very uncomfortable. So let's find out what's going on here. We see in the opening scene, we've got the the Hierophant clarified by the Five of Swords. So that's a 5 and a 5. Obviously we have some kind of like fighting. It's probably a situation with a Hierophant, like this could be like your partner, a marriage partner, obviously. It can also be any type of like an institution that you are a part of or a larger group. So this could be a work, like a corporation, a work setting, family, right? Education, church, any kind of a relationship, Libra, that you belong to. So take it how it applies for your situation, but that you have like a long-term commitment to, and whatever is going on, there is a lot of fighting. There's a lot of dashed expectations. So I would say that as this applies to you, Libra, this is a situation that you are finding yourself over and over and over again, repeatedly feeling hurt by. There could be arguing, fights, that sort of thing going on. So that's the Hierophant, the Five of Swords. We see that next is the Queen of Materials. And I think that this is you in the reading. This is what you would like to see out of the situation, right? So the quality of the Queen of Materials, which is you would like to be in a partnership or a situation. Your expectation of that is something that would lead you into a Queen of Materials state, right? So obviously this is like an abundant, nurturing environment. This is somebody who has their head straight on their shoulders. They're a good earner. They're a good provider. They have a nice home, right? They have an abundant environment. And of course, with next to the Hierophant, this is what you want for yourself. Clarified by the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So you see that both of these cards are very similar to one another. This is, what is driving you to stay, right? In this kind of, it's a commitment. It's a long-term committed partnership. And so let's keep going. We'll revisit this if we need to. Then we see the Five of Emotions come out. So again, another 5, just disappointment. It's heartache. It's having your dreams dashed. It's not, it's this Queen of Materials has not been met in any way, shape, or form. Okay. And so that is clarified by the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Coins. Yeah, I mean, you've been working towards your wish fulfillment. This is something, like I said, that's, you've been working on for a long time. This is a long-term situation. And it's just not working. So yeah, and then in the center of the reading, we've got the devil clarified by the emperor. So really, this talks about, Libra, this really could be, like, let's just imagine for a moment that this is your partner. This is somebody, the relationship is just absolutely going nowhere. This really could be a very toxic type of a partner. This could be somebody who you're even married to, who's very controlling and possibly worse, right? I mean, it could run the whole gamut. Take it as it resonates. This can be an abusive partner. This can be somebody who has addictions. This can be somebody who is abusive physically, mentally, verbally, psychologically, emotionally abusive. This is somebody who would take advantage of your good nature. They know what you want, they know you in a long term way, and so they're able to manipulate you emotionally. I definitely see that here. Yeah, so let's keep going. We'll keep going. Then, okay, wow. So we've got the emperor next to the devil. So we've got the emperor twice. So we definitely see this person. We see this person showing up twice in the reading, and that's clarified by the hermit. So here's the thing, Libra, is that you really do have your wisdom. Like, this is your this inner knowing, this inner voice that's kind of screaming at you at this point that, you need to come out on top and be the emperor of your own life, right? This is you really needing to make a decision, to face this situation head on, right? To take, to initiate the steps. I think that's where these King of Wands, Knight of Wands, and by the way, we have that Knight of Wands twice. So that again is a repeating card. This is about you initiating and taking the necessary action. You understand already. You've done all of the internal searching, right? This is you in the first week of November, really coming to terms within yourself, right? It's like your inner voice screaming at you that something here has to change, that you're going to need to take control of the situation in order to bring in this Nine of Cups, in order to bring in the stability, this long-term stability, in order to clear out this negative pattern, this 555, right? This is going to require you to make a big shift, a big change. It's going to require you to do something different. Going to require you to change the way that you're working on something. So when we see the Eight of Coins, this is somebody who is learning how to do something over again, something new. There's something like where you need to put your nose down to the grindstone to figure out what it is that you can do, right? To make an action plan. So this is all very new to you. All you know is that after searching inside of yourself, you have come to this final scene, which is the Six of Voices, Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Clearly at the end of your ability to continue on. There isn't any way for you to continue on. You've got to move into a calmer situation. You've got to follow that internal, at this point, it's not just an internal knowing, it's like an internal screaming, that this is an unhealthy situation, a toxic, potentially dangerous even situation that it's time for you to disconnect with. It's time for you to shake it up, to change it up, to walk away. You've invested all of your emotions into this, and it has not paid dividends. It has not resulted in any type of any type of success. I don't see any indication here that you have anything to show for the situation as you come to the conclusion that you have no choice but to walk away. And when I asked to clarify the Eight of Cups, I got further indication. So building on that Five of Swords, we fully have a Ten of Swords. The truth of the matter, the Ace of Swords, is that you're ending on another five, a fourth five in the reading. Inner conflict, outer conflict. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. You are done with this Ten of Swords. You've completed a cycle with this person. Like I said, the overall on the underlying is this Nine of Swords. You're in a place where you're just having sleepless nights, you're having anxiety, you're having panic, right? At this point, your mental health could be in question. Your ability, you may feel, and I'm not even saying that in a light way. I mean, your mental health could be really, really suffering, Libra, for anyone who this might be resonating with. And it is truly time for you to take steps and take measures to care for yourself, to nurture yourself. This Queen of Material is the only thing really in the spread that shows you what little piece of self-worth that you have left. You do realize that this is you. You do realize that this is what you deserve, that this is who you are, that this is what you deserve, and this is what is promised for you. But nothing in your environment is going to yield that result to you. And so you realize in the final analysis of things, as we are in Scorpio season, that it's time to face the situation. It's time to be truthful with yourself, to take stock, right? As the Emperor, to rise up above all of the totality of the situation, and to understand that in the final analysis, the being honest with yourself and telling yourself the truth, as conflicted as you are about it, as worried as you are about it, it's time for you to do what you need to do to reclaim your life, to change your life trajectory. It's never too late. It's never too late to start again. And, you have it within you, the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, now I'm kind of getting sort of like a chill that's going down my spine at the moment. This is you really becoming like almost rejuvenated with a brand new energy. All of a sudden, it's like in November, something like a switch in you trips, like the trip switch goes off, and you realize that you do have it in you to learn a new skill, or to not even learn a new skill. That's not really what I mean, but there's a renewal. There's a renewal inside of you that overcomes this Eight of Cups. It's like everything up to the Eight of Cups is all of the energy that you put into this external situation. But there's something that renews inside of you that pushes you forward into the Nine of Cups. This is where you're rejuvenated with this Wands energy. It's like this new energy invigorates you. It infuses you with like a brand new hope, a brand new vision, like almost a remembrance of what you once had hoped for, that now is the time for you to go. There's a new strength that's born up inside of you, Libra. And it's coming in very, very quickly. It's like inspiration. It's like you are being inspired. Now is the time to take the action, to make the change, to build yourself up, to elevate yourself in your own life, to make yourself the emperor, the to make yourself the priority, okay? And to get yourself into a calmer place, away from all of the agony and the strife, the disappointment, the conflict, the fighting, the toxicity, okay? And if this, excuse me, if this is a partner or person that is, if there's any like sort of harm or whatever, even more so, now is the time. Now is the time. The universe has your back. It's time to go. It's time to release. And it's time to face what needs to be faced, Libra. All right, let's take a look at the Oracle advice. First, we have journey. Ooh, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes and pack your passport now. Okay. Oh, that almost takes my breath away. Yes, it is time for a journey. And there it is. This is you definitely moving away from a situation. No doubt about it. This may actually indicate a physical moving. So if you are in a situation where you need to physically leave the environment where you are, do not hesitate to do so. That would be part of the advice here. We do have in the center, we have the never-ending story. And yeah, card 37, 3 plus 7 is 10, reduces down to 1. So this really is you acknowledging that this story is never going to change. It's never going to end. You cannot stay in it. It's very clear to you, right? The universe has made it very, very abundantly clear to you that nothing about the situation is going to be different, that you cannot continue to invest in it because what's at stake is everything. It's your peace of mind, it's your well-being, it's your heart. It's your ability to love yourself and to have respect for yourself. And again, at the outset, it's all of the things that you deserve to have an abundant life, to have people, situations, jobs, partnerships, marriages, all of those things. They have to align with who you are, Libra. And it's time for you to begin a new story. All right. And then finally, we have communication. Speak up and be heard. And this is number 5. This is the 5th number 5 of this read. So I'm going to actually read this for you. This is from the Archangel Metatron deck by Amanda Ellis. And I always invite in the archangels, especially Metatron, into these readings. I find a lot of comfort in this deck. And so, Libra, for you, I'm going to go ahead and read. Here we go. And card number 5. It links to the planet Mercury, which rules communication and mental powers. You are asked to let out all that you have bottled up inside of you for so long, waiting for the right conditions and the right time to be heard. You are asked to dig deep, shatter the walls of glass you have placed around yourself, and say all that is needed to clear the air and voice your truth. So often we are afraid to voice what feels unspeakable, our own true desires, wishes, opinions, and feelings. And yet by doing this, we hide the truth of who and what we are. One of the most beneficial things that a baby does is to learn to talk. The joy of those first few words spoken and the ability to communicate their needs and exchange dialogue with another is a huge gift. However, as we grow, we may learn that our voice isn't being heard and our views are not appreciated or acceptable. And so we grow silent. Archangel Metatron stands ready to help you dissolve your fear. Whatever your wishes are for communication, allow this. It may also be that you're waiting for an important message or to hear someone express how they truly feel about you. Are you open to hearing the truth without judgment, blame, or expectation? If so, ask for this now too. Let your words be soft, gentle, and loving. If others raise their voice, lower yours. If others speak in hate, speak love back. When others feel unheard, allow them to express themselves to you. Communication is also about learning to listen. All right. This is what I have for you, Libra. Again, this is just for the first week in November. We'll come back in another week to see where we go on your journey from here. So if you liked this reading and you found it helpful, please do like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you back on the next one.